Hi friends, Right Careers welcomes you to another brand new video. This is S. Sudarshan, your career coach. Right, we are on the verge of entering the month of May. May is one of the most happiest month for all of us because May means no schools, May means holidays, May means travel, May means vacation, right? But is that going to be that kind of May this year? If you ask me, the answer is a huge no. The reason we all know, I don't need to tell the reason, it's courtesy COVID-19. All the travels are cut, the vacations are cut short to lying at homes, sticking inside four walls. With second wave continuously hitting us, we are almost on the peak of second wave. Summer camps are also becoming far from reality. Children are currently, if you ask me, bored and highly frustrated. Not only children, even we are bored and frustrated. With online classes almost coming to an end this week, we don't know what's going to happen from next week onwards as to how to engage the children, how to keep them fit, how to keep them float and within four walls is going to be the biggest question mark among all our parents. Now, it is also very, very vital to keep the children fresh and active with whatever options, whatever limited options that we have. So, keeping all these things in mind, we have come up with a topic for this week that's going to talk about 5 virtual activities that's going to keep your children engaged this summer. Now, this is not only for young small kids, but also for kids all up to the adolescent level. So watch the video fully to get to know for different age groups. So the first idea, or rather the first option that comes to my mind when as to how to keep a child engaged is start a YouTube channel. That's as simple as that, right? So Right Careers was started like that last year as to to overcome this pandemic that gave birth to a channel like Right Careers. So I thought, why not we follow the same strategy. Easiest thing to do is to start a YouTube channel. Now kids can start a channel based on to showcase their skills like acting or dance or music or singing or even craft. Now, it can also be as freakish as anything. Now, the biggest takeaway when you start a YouTube channel is it not only showcases the talent of the children, but also it teaches the children of its age group across the globe, which means a child can learn from other child from here to Africa or from America to India, so on and so forth. So it's a great option to start a YouTube channel and portray the talent of any child. This will not only become a hobby but also become a passion for over a period of time. Now, the most important aspect in this entire step is parents should guide them. Parents should handhold them to start the channel. You should not leave it to the children to start and run the YouTube channel. So parental control or parental watchdog is a must when you consider this as a option. The second option that I can think of is one of the classic option is definitely in the form of gardening. Now, if you have places, if you have large amount of space in your house, you can definitely start, focus on gardening. If you don't have space, if you live in community or if you live in apartments, flats, etc., there are two options. Either you can work on a terrace garden or you can work on garden inside your house, small plants inside your house. Now, balcony or terrace garden is not only learning, but it also a great fun. It can make the child learn with concepts like how fruits or vegetable is grown by planting seeds, etc. So it's basically conceptual oriented. It also will evoke interest among growing trees, which is definitely required more than ever now. Now, the plants that you grow, it depends upon the tropical places that you live. Some of the easiest plants that I can think of is tomato or chili or radish, etc. These are some of the common plants or seeds that grows in any kind of climate, but depends upon your tropical climate. You can choose the types of plants. So that's the second option. The third option that comes to my mind when as to how to engage the child is learning to code. So learn to code. We have already discussed about this in our previous video as to why coding is very, very important for young children. So coding develops logical skills, right? So it's very important that today's children learn the art of coding irrespective of what group or what they are going to pursue. It's definitely going to help them in the future. Now, MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, has developed something called Scratch that helps students develop their own games and animation. So you can go to Scratch, it's developed by MIT, and then have a look at it. So that's the third option that I can think of. The fourth option that I can think of is in the form of virtual performing arts and do it yourself. Now you may check for virtual theater, virtual dance, virtual music sessions. There are a lot of virtual workshops that will go around in your city. If you log in to Google or go to some local apps in your city, you can easily find out what are the summer camps activity that run in the form of virtual theater workshops or dance or music. Performing arts is definitely a very good option. You can also consider learning Zumba or yoga at your terrace, which I do, used to do last year and planning to continue this year also with my children. So kids can learn Zumba, kids can learn yoga. You can easily find those things in the local neighborhood website or app. So that's the fourth, option. The fifth and final option, slightly for adolescent child, is a concept that I'm going to introduce now is in the form of summer schools. So what is summer schools? Summer schools is a very, very common phenomenon in countries like US or UK. So usually students spend, say, around 8th, 9th, 10th students onwards, and 11th and 12th also, they spend time in some university trying to get an experiential learning, right? That's summer school. So they actually get to visit the college, visit the schools, and then understand how the college works, what are the courses offered, etc., etc. They experience it. I know in some of those colleges in India, they have already started following this. So summer schools is a huge concept that's prevalent not only in the West anymore, it's also prevalent in India these days. So some of the skills that will get augmented in summer schools are profile building, where you can build your profile, that you have gone to summer schools. Life skills and personality development, definitely that would be taught in summer schools. So your skills for life, personality development, interpersonal skills, soft skills, etc. And then you can also enroll for test prep and kind of college admission programs. There are a lot of test prep programs like preparing for SAT or preparing for GRE, GMAT, quite a lot of things. And also college admission program where some counselors do work with students on college admission platform for higher education and things like that. So this is something that you can do. So all these things can be done under the umbrella of summer schools. So these are the 5 virtual options that I thought I should share it this week. And in case you have any clarifications on how to enroll your child for summer camps, how to choose the right summer camp for your child, do contact us. We'll kind of profile your children and find out which summer camps will suit them, and then we can guide them in terms of this aspect. Right, so once again, thank you so much for all the feedback that you've been giving for all the videos, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/writecareers, and also like my Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/writecareers4u. Until next Monday with a brand new video. See you all. Take care. Have a great week. Thank you.